Yo, what's going on? Yo, Sam the Slang here, Smart Mark Slam himself. Welcome back once again to a discussion of the latest the latest independent pro wrestling event that I went to. This is my how many feds have I been to throughout my whole life? EWF, ICW Pro, Circle City, old NWA Circle City Wrestling, AACW, RCW, and now DCCW. This is my first DCCW event, Delaware County Championship Wrestling. This is out of Muncie, around there. This is my first event here. And I was really looking forward towards this event because my friend Hank Calhoun. He's a wrestler. I've been watching him since I was a kid, the EWF days. And Johnny Crisis was in this match, who I used to watch at EWF when he was there back in the day. And then we have Justin Terrell, which I watched him wrestle in AACW as the Prophet. That's the reason why I wanted to go, mostly because of Hank, because he's the champion. And I got the carpool with him. It was great. I got the carpool with him and with Bobo. And it's great, to go with them. And, when I can and when I'm available and to help out with Jeremy, I will go. And when his matches or whatever, I will go. This is my third fed with him. Now, like I said, ICW, Marion, Indiana, that's my home fed. And then you have RCW, and then you have DCCW. Now, this is my first event. It was the Bearcat Rumble. Now, this is basically a charity event, charity show. This was for a great cause for the Muncie Central High School amateur wrestling team. And I tell you what, it's a great cause indeed. But I'm also, this is a review. This is my opinions. Yada yada. It's just me. If you like something and I didn't like it, I mean, we agree, disagree. But I'm not gonna piss on you for it. I'm not gonna. It is what it is. Everybody has their own views and shit. I'm not gonna be like that. But you know what? Looking back, I mean, the crowd. Let's talk about the crowd. The crowd. I'm to be honest, guys. To be honest, this is the weakest crowd. The weakest crowd of a show. I don't know how long it's been. This show is equivalent to ICW Pro back in, I think it was whenever they were at St. Paul's Gymnasium, when they had Mills Maskrisk, and then Pro Wrestling Gamer, Great Malachi turned Pro Wrestling Gamer, was the champion. That was one of the worst. I'm sorry. That was the dead point of ICW pros, but the crowd just, no. I did not like that era of ICW Pro. The worst era of ICW Pro was during that whole St. Paul's Gymnasium crap. Sorry, the gymnasium, I was sweating my balls and yada yada. But now we're back to this right here. It's just the crowd. I mean, it's great to hear the kids make some fucking noise. It's great to hear that. But it's just, people bring their families, which it is. It's a family fed. I understand. But it just wasn't lively, and we could talk. In some of these matches, I'm just gonna go right through, because some of these matches I just went, what the fuck? And it's just really, I just didn't really care for it to a point. But then again, it was great though at the same time. But it's just the crowd, just certain spots of moves and stuff. The crowd wasn't really giving a too damn about this. But then again, from Bobo's words, it was a charity event. But then again, I don't understand what he's trying to say. But I mean, it's still the company. It's still a DCCW show. I mean, yeah, it's a charity event. But then again, I don't understand. But I don't know. I was not really too thrilled with the crowd noise. And mostly I was, and usually I don't like to make a lot of noise and shit, but now I do. I don't care anymore. I don't really care what people think about me. Whatever. I'm still dealing with that, so whatever about that. But, okay, and like, granted, the first match, what was it? I have it on this phone. I should have used my new phone. But just because, like, the first match was, I don't remember, or no, it was the Waterboy. Waterboy, I think it was, or, well, you know what, let's just talk about, it's Waterboy versus Mark Magnus, or what, this is the thing, I don't have the whole card, yada yada. I mean, this match, I don't know these characters, and I'm sure I'm getting to know them, or getting just in the ring, but you know what? I wasn't into this match. I really wasn't. I don't know what it is. It's just the Waterboy guy, and then you have the Mark Madness guy who looks like Tyler Honeycutt. Or Tyler, what's it? Yeah, he's a guy from Fairmount. I don't know, but... And then the way the finish, the finish was like, oh, that's the finish? Oh, okay. And then we have the other thing, the other match. This is going to be so shit. I'm sorry. One of the owners of AJ Gray, or I don't know what his last name. I can't remember. AJ Gray or AJ something, faced off with. I don't know who the kid's name is, and I don't understand. Is this his gimmick? The Belmont kid, the Belmont wrestling rival? I don't know. I thought this was one of the worst things in the world. Granted, at the very end with the table spot, granted, that was the only thing with a table going in for a body, or a body going for a table. That was the only spot of the whole damn night. And for a match that I didn't give a damn about. And obviously, it's a storyline that's been brewing, I guess. I don't know. But boy, oh boy, I thought it was fucking horseshit. Commend and respect to the wrestlers in the ring, but for me, watching that, I was not interested. And then the end of it, it's just, I don't know, just the way the moves were hit, and then yada yada, not my cup of tea. But then again, like I said, I'm just a smart mark here. You're the professionals. I'm just a critic. You're the pros. So whatever, it is what it is. And then we had a tag team match between Slaughterhouse versus Rampage. Now, I don't know, I forgot all the names, sorry, but Slaughterhouse is like a Hills Have Eyes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Saw gimmick, but when they came out, they didn't really feel very intimidating. One guy came out in a pig mask, but that was it. It wasn't really intimidating, and I don't know. The music, you know what, the only thing that was really intimidating was the music. But then again, then we saw the action, and it was like, yeah. And then we have Rampage, which, I tell you what, I don't know who the guys were, I forgot, the names are on the video. Fully automated, the guy's rapping. He comes out, he's like the local R-Truth. He's the local Ron Killings, and he's doing this stuff. Just Rampage, 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 Rampage. Oh my god, it got cringy afterwards, but it's really cool to see him in the gimmick like that. And he had a super soaker, like it's 1998 DX. This match, it was okay, it's alright. But I wasn't really too thrilled with it at all either. I was not. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be negative here. It's just, I really came here for one match, and then that ended up getting fucked with. So yeah, but I think, Rampage won, I believe. I think they did. It is what it is. Sorry guys, like I said, I commend you guys and stuff, but I was not really, not into it. Sorry guys. Then we had the Bearcat Rumble. Now, this is what I was really into. I was really looking forward towards this and the main event, the DCCW World Championship match. I was looking like, this is going to be cool. This is my second kind of like Battle Royale kind of thing. And because I did a Battle Royale when ICW Pro did one 10 years ago. In 2016, around that time. Yeah, that's when they did that 10 years ago. So I was really excited. And then there's competitors there. I knew Zay Gates. And some of these other guys, I mean, you had Slaughterhouse, you had Rampage on there. Mostly it was the same people from the match. Some people there, I'm sorry to say, some wrestlers came in there and had like the Bushwhacker Luke spot. I mean, and granted, if the guy's mentally challenged or special, I mean, then I'll take that back. But really, why the hell would you give that guy the fucking? Then again, yeah, they did give him some hits in, but it is what it is. 4 out of 10 for me. Sorry, but it's just, and then they just eliminated him. I mean, it's like, okay, but then you realize, I don't know, I think there's only like 10 people. I don't know how many people there were in there. But then I realized, because they had like every like 20 seconds, every 40 seconds or whatever, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And then there was only a few people here. And it was most of the same people throughout. Like the Water Boy and the Magnus and Rampage and Slaughterhouse. Man, this Bearcat, and then you had, I mean, it's just 19 minutes it was. Or, I mean, well, that's with interest. It was, I tell you, man, that's, I was not, I mean, like, when I heard there was no, like, 10, countdown, I was like, really? This is it? This is the Bearcat Rumble? It is what it is. I mean, it's basically like a 6. I don't know how many people were, but it's just like, wow. I mean, that's kind of. I have no idea. That's just kind of. I don't know. Probably just wasn't really. Probably one of the worst ones I've. I mean, I don't know. I was really expecting more competitors and shit, but at the end of the day. Who wins the number 1 contendership, because it's the Bearcat Rumble thing now? Zay Gates. And I like Zay Gates. He's the one that faced off with Mike Noble in the ICW Pro match that I recorded. So it was great to see that. So he won. And like I said, I was not really, it was okay. It was cool. It's fun to watch that kind of match, but it kind of felt like it was WWF Royal Rumble's Sega Dreamcast style. Like you had the same people. I mean, I did again, the Royal Rumble with the same people, but it is what it is. I was not really too thrilled with that. Oh yeah, by the way, with that match with the Belmont Kid and AJ, they had the referee, the voice of reason. I guess that's his thing, or whatever, the gimmick, the reason. So I knew I fell off there. And then we had the main event, which is what I was really looking forward to. I came here for this reason. Hank Calhoun, the DCCW champion, defended his title against Justin Terrell, against Johnny Crisis. And they're also Cool Heart Society. Some friendly, and I tell you what, this was some good comedy. Great. It was a good match indeed. But then I realized middle through the match that there was a big spot. Move out of the damn way. And I accidentally pushed the fucking button of the play button and didn't realize I paused it, and I paused it and then realized 2 minutes before the match ended. It is the, and I uploaded it still. It's just a fucking fail, but it ain't gonna happen again like that. And I'm not gonna mess up the ICW match between the Cool Heart Society and the Cool Heart Society and the Exchange. I'm ready for this trios match. It's gonna be some good shit, and it's gonna be a fucking rivalry, and I can't wait to fucking see that right in person. This only if I can get tickets in time. So, but yeah, it was a great match indeed. Yada yada. All of them out there, Hank, Johnny, Justin, and you had Chris Ross, the coolest around with Justin Terrell. Comedy indeed. I definitely enjoyed it, but then, like I said, I fucked it up. But then again, Zay Gates came up because he said, "Hey, I want to deserve the title," yada yada. And then that's when they fucking double teamed his ass. The Core Society are circled back in arms, and again with the fucking package pile driver, yada yada. So it's gonna be great. See that. But yeah, that's how it's gonna be, and also too beforehand, and they had a segment that I didn't record between Bertie Botkins and Jake Elliott. Family turmoil, cousin versus cousin. So this is going to be pretty interesting. So there's a show coming up on June 20th, Juneteenth. It's at the park. So I'm going to try to go to the show. The only way I can do it is I have to go to Gas City, or I have to meet up with Jeremy and go to the show. So, or go to this thing. But the thing is, though, no promises. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. So if I'm not able to go, it is what it is. But for sure, I will be there for the ICW Pro show. And then the next show right now coming up to is in 2 weeks, and that's RCW, where Hank Calhoun versus Steven Drochner. Then you have some all other bunch of matches and stuff. Grind time pro wrestling. Fuck that shit. But it is what it is. My first experience for DCCW, not one of the best experiences I've had just watching. I had a good time. It's just the wrestling. I kind of wanted more with it, and yada yada. And then again at the ending, I was excited for the real main event, and then my phone fucked up. So I guess karma comes collect, because I was kind of an ass today earlier today. So it is what it is. Thank you for watching. I am Sam the Slam. Y'all take care. Peace.